Hey there, fans of Brotherly Love Wrestling. It is I, Vic Delicious.
Philly's own, the Mecca here.
It is the real McCoy, J.D.X. Justin D. Xavier. And
it's your man, CD, the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels.
Hello, boys and girls. This is your old friend RJ City.
Hey there, Brotherly Love Wrestling. Bill Carr here.
Hey everyone, this is two-time guest Wheeler Yuta.
Two bozos from Philadelphia flapping their gums about pro wrestling this, pro wrestling that.
Which is not that unique in the grand scheme of things yet.
You are in for a treat because you're tuned in to Brotherly Love Wrestling.
Philadelphia, are you ready?
No! They said, are you ready?
This is Brotherly Love Wrestling Podcast, your first stop for everything professional wrestling. So sit back and enjoy wrestling talk at its finest with your hosts, Larry Hall and Joe Corrado.
If you're new at listening or watching us, I don't normally do this, but I'm going to kick off the show today. And this is Larry Hall. I'm Joe Corrado. This is Brotherly Love Wrestling. You're probably not new to this. You've probably been listening for at least a year, maybe longer, maybe a little bit shorter, but you're right in that year mark. That's what I'm guessing. Maybe a little bit more. Anyway, we got some shit. It's not a regular show. It's kind of a show.
Maybe, it's not Fallout.
Maybe we fell out. No. Don't tell them that, because now they might have been so jazzed up for Fallout that they're like, I'm never going to listen again. But it's better. I'll tell you that. We fell somewhere. Maybe not out, but we fell.
Off.
And you're going to fall too, for us. So anyway, WrestleMania. I think.
Let's start with the number, because the number's pretty fucking big. The record-breaking. And they were talking about this. People are talking about this online as well. AEW's 83,000 distributed for All In this Sunday.
83,000.
And I'm going to stress, distribute it. Okay. Right?
Yeah.
And there's a reason I'm saying that. To WWE selling 91,000 in 2 days. Outselling the entire week. They made more money in 2 days for Philly Mania than they did the entire time they did in LA for 39. Already.
That's why I think it'll be back. That's why, honestly, like I think this crowd's going to be like one of the craziest. You're going to sprinkle in foreigners and you're going to sprinkle in a lot of local, like, nut jobs.
And by foreigners, you're not.
I mean, like, actual foreigners of the city, yes. But I mean, like, you're shipping people from all over the world.
Yes.
So I meant foreigners.
Not in a derogatory sense. When you say foreigners, it just.
No.
I just want to clarify.
Do I really have to say people from other countries?
I'm just.
Like, is that a thing, though? Do I have to say that?
You do now, yes. In 2023, you have to. I knew what you meant. Other people may not.
Oh, that's fucked up, though.
I agree.
Like, I meant that they're from another either state or fucking... I mean, foreigners to Philly. There's a lot of people that I lumped into that. That's not derogatory. That's everybody but Philadelphia.
I'm just covering our bases. That's all I'm doing.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I think it'll be back, honestly. I mean, I get... Like, I do get it. Bringing your kid to their first Mania, but let's remember, she's not going to remember.
I know, and the funny thing, I said this to Jamie last night watching Raw, because they, of course, showed the Mania stuff, and I was like, I almost just want the photo up. Like, I almost just want to stand in the stands with her and take a picture. Well, yeah, but of course it is. 100% it is. But, like, you know what I mean? I just want the picture to be like, you were at Mania, like, in Philly. Like, this is a big, like I said, this is a big time Mania. This is WrestleMania 40 years of WrestleMania. I think they're pulling out all the stops. But I just want that picture of holding her at Mania. Like, honestly, that's all I fucking want.
So here's what I can see. I could see, you know how they did, like, trial runs? Philadelphia is like one of the NFL did the trial run of the fucking whole shebang of the draft here, and it was such a massive hit that they started doing it like everywhere. But this is where it was at its best.
Mm-hmm.
I can see, and I'm going to say this, and it's going to sound crazy.
Okay,
definitely sound crazy. I could see 50 being here too.
Really?
Yeah.
I couldn't disagree more.
No, I know, because there's all this other history. 50 is probably going to be in New York.
Yeah.
Like where it all started. Honestly, I could see that. But I could see maybe not 50, maybe not as significant, although 40 is pretty fucking significant too.
I'll tell you what, and to your point, I was talking to Kyle when we were talking about getting tickets.
How dare you talk to other people about wrestling?
Yeah, he said about like how Orlando got it within 3 to 4 years, and New York got it 5 years, however many it was. Like they've done that with other cities to where they've just doubled back in a short period.
So the weather's going to be the biggest thing, I think.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Because if it's too cold, and who the fuck knows? We've had such mild, like everybody's had crazy weather, like getting warmer sooner or staying warmer longer. Like I think we were in shorts until November.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were. You're right.
And the winter didn't last that long.
No,
it was like 60s, 70s.
Winter wasn't bad at all.
No, it was like
this past week.
It was probably in the almost near the 70s, 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
So you're talking at night in the 40s, hoodie weather. That's not bad. That's
New York wasn't too bad.
No, the rain sucked.
Well, it was after the event.
Yeah, it was after the event.
Thank God.
But 2.5 hours waiting for a fuck. Because here's the other thing. There's numerous ways out. There's so many fucking ways out of the city, and that's big. There was only fucking one way out of fucking MetLife. It was miserable unless you were taking public transportation. If you were taking the fucking train that ran underneath the. Yeah, it came from underneath the earth. I know it's called a subway, but it still looked weird.
Like it's foreign to you and me. We don't know what that is.
Yeah, like we don't have SEPTA.
No, you're right. And I think that's a big bonus for Philadelphia and Mania.
And it's not like it doesn't have a lot of different places to fucking stay right in here. You go, 4 exits down, and you have all the hotels by the airport.
Well, look, you have, which I'm sure, if not already booked up, it will be, is Xfinity Casino.
Yeah.
So that, I'm sure, is going to fill up really fucking quick.
That's literally right there.
Yeah.
And they didn't have that over at fucking...
Oh, no.
They don't have... I mean, I don't know how many cities are that...
Very few.
Because no one does that anymore.
Yeah.
No one builds all the stadiums like in the center of the fucking city.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. Well, you'll stand. That's what you'll see. You'll see a stadium
and a fucking
in the center.
Exit right there to get on a highway. Exit right there to get over into Jersey. If you're going to stay over in Jersey, just hop over the bridge.
Which is definitely the best. If
yes,
you're not from this area,
because then you're in Camden.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you can go 15 minutes over the bridge or 20-minute drive over the bridge.
Yeah.
And for anyone coming not from the city of Philadelphia and the surrounding areas.
Look at us being helpful fucking tour guides.
Jersey is the place to go. Like, stay in South Jersey and come over because that's the best thing
Those
to fucking
bridges
do.
are going to have some fucking traffic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. It's crazy. It's going to be fucking crazy. You're going to fill up every single fucking spot in every fucking arena. So you have Wells Fargo
think
parking,
about it.
you have Citizens Bank parking, and you have Link parking.
It's April. It's early April, which means the Sixers and Flyers will still be playing.
Well, we'll see.
And wait, and the Phillies
just starting spring training.
Well, no.
First. Yeah, but they'll probably run. My God, I hope they run their away games first.
They usually start their season away. They never really open the season.
I think they have to.
They absolutely have to, which is another thing of scheduling Mania in the city. I'm sure that is all in.
Yeah, I'm sure everything was taken into considerable.
You would hope. God, I fucking hope so. Considering we're going.
No, because they did. What 2 big events did they have down there recently?
Well, I know.
Then they had
Taylor Swift
and
the Phillies
ran.
And a big name team was against the Phillies, and it was
Red Sox, right, or something like that.
It might have been Boston, yeah, but it was a mob scene down there. Mob scene, and that's exactly how it's going to be.
Oh no, you know what it was? The Sixers played, and Sixers playoff game, and the Phillies played. That's what I was down there for. And I felt like it was mobbed, but this is going to be on a much larger scale of mob.
Yeah,
my God.
Yeah,
and it's happening for us. They did this for us, the city of Philadelphia.
I can't wait to see the city.
It's going to be insane
because when
they shut down, like I want to be a part of that whole like they shut down a city.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
they do.
the,
No, that's what they do when they go over all these other like L.A. or any of the other bigger cities.
Yeah,
they shut down the city. I
All
can't wait for that.
Yeah,
they're going to be on every single.
Was it?
Oh, P.S.
Mm-hmm.
Grayson Waller. I texted you this. He was on Preston and Steve.
Yeah,
dude, it was so fucking good.
He was good.
Yeah, he's so good. I have grown a greater, albeit Preston and Steve largely a part of this, but I've grown into appreciation for him because I don't really watch him that much.
Yeah, you weren't watching NXT 2.0.
No, I really
there.
like him.
Yeah,
I think
I like him. I liked him.
I know
he's
really athletic and all that, and I don't care about that.
I know you don't.
Just talk me into wanting to see you, and then I'll watch that. I'll be like, oh, that's pretty cool. But
that's the job.
Yeah, that is the fucking
that's wrestling.
One-on-one. Look at us being helpful on wrestling 101. We're tour guides. We are professional wrestling consigliaries.
Go. That's the one thing I think the most, at least for people who live in Philadelphia. And
like he was a heel, but like a facey heel, because he was bad mouthing all the other cities. But being like, Philadelphia is actually a really nice city. I was surprised. I was out the day.
He was in an Eagles jersey. He was at the Eagles game.
That's awesome.
He was at the Eagles game because someone took a picture with him, and not just like he had an Eagles jersey on. So I don't know if he's a fan or just
I would like him even more then. He's no longer a heel. He's gonna have to do some really bad things.
But it was cool seeing that picture. I do want to go back on the podcast and listen to it. Because that day, by the time I saw your text,
I think you were away or you were out. I think this was part of your vacation.
Okay.
So you were definitely not near a local radio station.
Yeah. So yeah, I definitely I'm going to put that on my list for tomorrow while I'm cutting. But
it was good.
Philly, the convention center. Are we planning on going to Access?
Is that the convention center? No.
I would assume.
No way.
I would assume
we're never going to get in there.
I would assume that's what it is.
Remember the tattoo convention?
Yeah,
this is bigger.
I know. But it's a week long,
dude. Yo, you know what we should do? Seriously,
mm-hmm.
And I think we would fucking clean up if we could fucking find the time. Just become an Uber driver for that week.
You could,
dude.
You absolutely could.
You'd probably clean up just in that week,
mm-hmm.
and just be like, "All right, I can." That was a good side job. I just made like $3,000-$4,000.
Yeah, down that area, it.
Dude, just be an Uber.
Yeah, Uber, Lyft, they're gonna make bank.
They're gonna be killing it. Look at us. Giving business tips for free. Look at us.
To people who are already Uber drivers are just licking their chops. Can't wait.
There's probably someone out to be like,
that's what I'm doing.
Never thought of that. These guys know exactly. The 15 people that listen to this, 1 in 15 will get this and be like, oh, genius. It's probably gonna be Scott. Scott looks like he needs like more things to do during the day.
Apparently.
Him being retired and all.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure a daughter going off to college as well.
He's got one less person in the house. He's got plenty of time. Become an Uber driver.
Yeah.
Shove him in the Mustang. Bill's definitely not doing it. He seems like the type of person like he'd be really skeeved out if someone else got in his car. Even though he's got hair that looks ridiculous. He looks like he'd be on the other edge of that. I'd be like, you get in my car, now I have to clean my car. But he seems like that type. And he's probably listening. He's like, God damn it, I am that type.
That's exactly what I am.
That's exactly who I am. All right, so we got this. Scott Old, Bill's germaphobe.
Yes.
But looks like he should be on the other end of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got all this?
Got all.
All right, cool. So we can go back to talking wrestling?
I think so. I think
we lost 2 of our 15 viewers.
So, I mean, since we're talking about WrestleMania and what could end up, and because we got night 2 tickets, we could end up seeing
that. I mean,
as the main event.
What if they pulled some sort of shit?
And you don't think that it's Reigns and Cody?
No, I really do. I mean, I fucking would hope so. What if they pulled some shit though? I'd be like, Roman's going on night 1. I'd be like, you motherfucker. I'd be like, you fucking kidding me?
Specifically bought night 2 to fucking see Roman.
Yeah, well, I'd be like, are you fucking kidding me? I would sell it.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. It wouldn't matter. I mean, it would. It would
suck so bad. They'd have to have something huge for the end, though.
Yeah,
they'd have to have like every legend ever come out, just cut a promo, and I'd be like, all right, that makes up for it.
Then the glass breaks, and Austin comes out and stuns the entire ring.
Dude, that's all I would need. That would be a better ending, I feel, than anything else. Selfish.
Yes, very selfish.
I don't want to see one of the greatest storylines ever told finalize in my city with me watching it live. No, give me the cheap pops.
So I'm glad you said
Imagine Austin Pop and Lincoln Financial.
no.
Oh my God!
I'm not getting my hopes up. I
That's what I'm asking.
I rather just let it happen and freak the fuck out of it.
If you're WWE, I want that fucking crowd to be absolutely
crazy.
fucking crazy. Now it will bug me if it's on Saturday. That would bother. Wouldn't it bother you?
Yeah, of course. Because when we went to
when we went to
35, right?
Yes.
And we got Thugonomics. No, we got Thugonomics Cena.
We didn't get Taker?
No, he came back Monday, the Monday after Mania,
right.
and that bugged me. I was like, motherfucker.
That did bother you a lot.
Like we could have had a Mania Undertaker entrance. I mean, and don't get me wrong, we both popped for Thugonomics Cena.
Awesome.
It was great, but
here's the thing though. I'm glad I got to see that live. There's so many other things I still want to see live at this point. Like there's still a few pops that I want to hear live.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm running out of all these opportunities. There's only a couple.
And I could think of two of them easy, and it's Rock and it's Austin.
Yes.
They're the
because I wanted Rock to be in fucking 30. I thought he was going to show up at 30. I thought I was going to get this. I would have fucking lost my shit.
I mean 35.
No. At Raw 30.
Oh, Raw 30.
Because they had that whole thing with the I thought he would have oh man, it would have been great.
Yeah. Anyway, like I was saying, Roman being the suspected main event of that card. The Bloodline, as like you said, one of the greatest storylines that we've seen maybe ever. Debatable ever. Here's the question I have for you. Is the Bloodline now, looking at the way it is with Jimmy turning on or super kicking Jay because he didn't want him to turn into Roman, to use the term that a lot of people are using is jump the shark. Like they've surpassed it. It's done now. Would you, knowing what has happened and maybe what will happen, do you like it better if you just keep going, end the story the way people think it's going to end, run this all the way to Mania, and however the Bloodline breaks up or stays together, it is what it is? Knowing how much you like factions and grew up with factions, would you rather have it like that, or would you have them be come back together and just dominate like the powerhouse faction that they could be and probably should be?
All right, so here's the thing. A good faction is one thing. A good faction that is intertwined with one of the best storylines ever. So there's a lot of things that go on within this whole a story within a story within a story within a story.
Correct.
There's been so many pages to this, so many chapters.
Yes.
And this faction is right in the center of it.
Correct. Because it's his own book. It's his own book.
It is.
It's the Bloodline book.
I think that this is its legacy. Is it going down as one of the greatest stories to ever been told? And I think that they can break up after this. And I think that's just what it is. I don't like if this was just a great faction, if this was just a DX just doing stupid shit,
NWO doing
stupid shit, like the NWO had a shelf life because that was its story, is to conquer everything, and it did, and then it had to end, and then that was pretty much it. And then they had 43 members in there, but yeah, that was another one. I mean, DX was so goofy, they were iconic, they were great, but I mean,
but you never had like with DX and NWO. Look, we knew how the writing went and how the booking went, and I think that was the demise of the NWO, obviously. But DX is a good example. You never had turmoil. It was this dominant faction. You had the dominant tag team. You had the cruiserweight.
Yeah, they were just there. They were just there to win, and they wanted to fucking do so on their own terms.
And that's what I'm saying. And the Bloodline being like that. Now, don't get me wrong. We've said week after week, month after month, how much we love this storyline and are hooked to it. But can you imagine how this would have played out
if they just stayed dominant?
You have the Usos being the undisputed tag champions, obviously Roman being his. You bring Solo along, and he elevates the United States title. You know what I mean? Like, you have this whole faction dominant. You can still branch out and do storytelling using these guys and having them come back, a la the New Day, you know what I mean, when they would come back, go back and forth. I mean, I'm not saying it's a better option. I'm just saying, as opposed to what we have gone through and what we've seen and maybe will see, what would like? I don't even know what that would look like.
Here's the thing: the Usos. The problem with the Usos staying as the New Age Outlaws, and I think the New Age Outlaws had this problem too, is that they've beaten everybody. They've faced literally everybody. So if they're just there, at that point, they're either going to keep winning and no one's going to beat them, or they're just going to be in pointless storyline after pointless storyline of people that they've probably already beaten.
Mm-hmm.
They're just in another tag team match, or they're just going to be elevating new teams that come in. Like, I think that's just. But the problem is that the New Age Outlaws can do it because they were never one of the greatest tag team at the time.
No, they were building
like the Usos are the greatest tag team at the time. So it's really, I mean, say you get the Revival back, that's cool for a couple months, maybe run it for 6 months, something like that. But really, who else are you gonna have? I think, like I said, I think this is their legacy. I think that this is. I mean, can you have a paradigm shift of Roman goes on this abbreviated schedule we're told he's going to have? And can you transition one of or both of the Usos into main event stature to where you have now cultivated two guys to take the place of one? I know he's not going to take the place of Roman because I don't think they're ever going to have the longevity at that top spot that Roman had. But they could definitely be there for a while. It's just, if Roman's leaving, you have to do this. Mm-hmm. They don't have a Triple H to take over for the Shawn Michaels. Left.
Yeah. So
that was my long-winded approach at that.
I mean, look, that's exactly what I was looking for. But watching, which I thought was really good, Monday Night Raw again. I thought it was a very good for 3 hours of wrestling. I thought, again, this is probably the second week in a row. I thought they kept it the same level of really, really entertaining to where I didn't want to pick my phone up and switch. Like, it was very well done.
Can I give you a theory?
Mm-hmm.
I think that the road to WrestleMania starts sooner than they tell us it starts. And I think
I agree with that.
I think this is like, I don't think it's going to slow down. Because what do you got? You got a pay-per-view coming up that probably shouldn't have any business being good, but the match is already starting to get set for it, and it's starting to look like, oh shit, this is going to be good too.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what month are we in? So that'll be September,
Labor Day weekend,
and then you got October, and then October could be another build, and then you got November, which is Survivor Series, which is now we know War Games.
If they choose to bring it back, yeah.
I mean, all they'd have to do is somehow get something together to where it's going to be the ultimate dismantle of the Judgment Day.
They're already teasing.
They're already teasing it. End it at Survivor Series. Put them in the cage. Have someone challenge them. Have it be Seth, Cody, because now you get them all in the card too. Have them really work an angle.
Seth, Cody, KO, and Sammy.
Have the payoff be in the War Games match, the fucking Money in the Bank is cashed in because they're both in the same match, and just have something crazy like that. And then have Finn go absolutely apeshit and do the fucking slingshots or sling blades to fucking Damian Priest.
Yeah.
Look, I'm building it. Look at me. Look at us. Building storylines again.
But with Monday Night Raw, there was a segment that that's okay. Even the people in attendance were really hot on, and I'm not talking in a good way, to the point where they were chanting, "We don't fucking care."
Women's match,
and it was not a women's match. It was Trish and Becky in the ring. They were cutting a promo on each other. And
where was this at?
They were in Quebec last night. They were in Quebec, and I'm telling you, the crowd, and I'm watching.
Are you sure they weren't in Toronto?
No, Toronto was Friday night. where Edge had his last. Well,
Oh yeah.
we don't know, but as of right now, it's his last match because his contract is up. So,
Oh, you know they're putting him on for a little bit. Come on, man. You can't let him go like this.
I'm just saying.
He should be champion one more time.
Well, look, we could go back to Mania 40 again, but
hold on.
Just hold on. Wait, let me get this out. Let me get this out.
Dude, imagine Edge somehow wins.
That's a whole nother thing. So
on this day,
thinking that like Trish is going to be, she's a Hall of Famer. She did everything.
She's gonna be welcomed with open arms?
No,
with arms
wide
cares. Open.
No, that whole crowd,
care?
no one cares. No, and that was my biggest point: is I should care more about Trish Stratus.
And
he
Becky
opened
Lynch?
the door. Becky Lynch. Actually, I kind of didn't mind what Becky Lynch was saying. I liked her attitude because it seemed like she was feeling the angst that Trish was not in a character way. Trish looked scared. She looked uncomfortable. She looked like she was a new girl who just got called up from NXT. Is how uncomfortable Trish looked last night. And the crowd fed into it and was on her back. No one knew, well, unless she spoke French, no one knew what they were chanting at her. And then people online were like, I speak French. This is what they were saying. People were like, yep.
Yeah, but is that a reliable source? Did anyone go back and fact check that?
Not that I know of. But look, if you speak French, you know what they're saying.
Yeah, but who knows if they fucking speak French? Maybe they're just lying.
They could, but I mean,
look, you're putting way too much.
I'm telling you, this crowd was not fucking having it. It was a bad segment at all.
The story has holes in it.
And a steel cage match is set. You all right?
Yeah, hold on. I need some of my prime.
You're so stupid. That I don't think anyone cares about as well.
Prime.
I think Payback, like you said, is a good card. That is one match I don't think anyone gives a shit about, and it's a shame because women's wrestling.
Yeah, but people do care about the Rhea Ripley,
but she's the exception to the rule. Rhea is the exception to the rule in all of wrestling, and I think all the women's wrestling is struggling.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
All of it. And
I was going to say if they'll elaborate on what you're about to say.
Well, look, even over in AEW.
All right, so
it's the same fucking thing.
I'm gonna defer right now because it's actually gonna lend into your point that I usually zone out of the women's matches, or I change.
Now, question: 6 years ago, were you zoning out at women's wrestling?
Point of reference:
Sasha, Bailey, Charlotte. Becky's man run.
No, I did not tune out on that.
No.
We actually went to a Mania that was a part of that payoff.
Yes.
So no, I was in on the. So I will tell you this, and I don't know why I was going to sing that, but it came out that way. So I will tell you this: the women that I don't tune out on, and you're going to be able to count this. You can have a couple of your fingers chopped off, and still be able to count this. Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
That might be it. Right now, that might be it.
And Rhea. You said Rhea.
You said Rhea. I didn't say Rhea. Charlotte's the only one that provokes any type of feeling just by the way she talks, the way she communicates, and body language and facial expression. Like, she plays in the, you hate her. Like, she plays that so well. Like, making you want to hate her. Like, not like in a I don't care way, but man, I really want this person to beat Charlotte.
Yeah.
Like, she makes, and it's not in a bad way. Like, it's not like that. It's because I don't like she does her job right.
Yes.
And I don't really feel like there's too many more. I mean, unless you're going ultra fucking face Becky Lynch, because she plays that fucking amazingly. She's awesome at that.
Mm-hmm.
Really fucking good. Like, probably the best. Other than that, I don't.
But it wasn't like this 5-6 years ago.
No,
there was women that you would watch
when Sasha was Sasha and she was here. I mean, the 4 horsewomen really. Like, you could say anything about the Bellas, Trish, Lita, and you can go back further if you want. Those 4 women, I think, were the fucking revolution of fucking women's wrestling. They made it more must-watch than anybody else. Anybody else. I mean, Trish and Lita.
They were groundbreakers.
Yeah, they were. But I think the horsewomen were exactly what they are, the horses. They fucking carried it and still try to.
Well, and that's where I'm going, and that's kind of
it's almost like they were
what I'm talking
so
about.
good that it makes it harder for the other women now.
And that's the thing, is that you look at women's wrestling for a period, having their all women's pay-per-view, which has been done a couple more times.
The first one will go down as like one of the best,
greatest. I don't think anything will touch it as far as a all women pay-per-view.
No, I mean like one of the greatest.
Yes.
That was fucking amazing. Like that was one like, holy shit. Were you fucking expecting that? No, that was really fucking good.
Yeah.
But who was the main event?
Charlotte Flair
and Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
And that was the one we were like, holy fuck, that was really fucking good.
Yeah, but you said, the entire pay-per-view
was really good.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was firing on all cylinders. They knew what they had. That was like lightning in a bottle. They had everything fit well.
That's what I'm saying. All across wrestling. Forget just WWE. AEW. You can't tell me there's not talented women there.
No,
some of the best women wrestlers, period.
Here's the thing. As bad as their men's storylines are, guess what? Their women's storylines are worse.
Yes.
So the stuff that I don't like in AEW just trickled down and be like, shit, I don't like this either.
Mm-hmm. And it's not just because
they don't have any
women. They're not even.
They don't have
giving us something.
They don't have anyone that I'm really gonna grasp onto. Britt Baker was the closest thing he got.
What about Thunder Rosa?
No,
because
she's a wrestler. I don't understand what the fuck she's saying. I don't understand what she's saying. Maybe I do. She's the fucking. I don't know. Let's put it this way: her promo skills. I might know what she's saying, but what she's saying, I don't care about.
Okay, that makes more sense. That makes a lot.
I'll break it down. Like it's not like I don't understand it. It's just that I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, you have to be good at that one thing to get me to like that goes. Right now, that's across the board. Any type of wrestling, I'm at that point of I want to be fucking entertained. MJF, he's great. He's fucking great. Of course, he's fucking great. I don't care what he does in the ring. I care about the story he's telling in the ring, but when it comes to moves and all that shit, I don't fucking care. I care about because he could tell a fucking story outside and he could tell a story inside. But to get me to watch that inside, he had to have said something that interested me on the outside. That goes across the fucking board. I don't care if you're a great wrestler. If Brian Danielson, Brian Bryanson, fucking, yeah, you got it. You know it. Fucking
keep going.
If he couldn't say shit, like I really wouldn't care to. I know he's got a pedigree to him, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I get it. He's a fantastic, and if he's gonna be, I'll put this as a separate category, and this is exactly where I put fucking Kenny Omega, a fucking sideshow act, like a fucking just a one-off, like a dream match, fucking guy. Yeah. That's fine. Mm-hmm. You have a separate category for that, but I don't care. Other than that, I don't care if you're on TV because it's not really doing anything for me. You're not adding anything to TV time. If you want to just do Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega or Kenny Omega versus Kota Ibushi or some like specialty fucking sideshow act, sure, it's a great match. I'll watch it. After that, I don't fucking care. I don't even care who wins. I don't. That's not necessarily what I want, though. I want to care about what happens next. I want to care about everything. That's how it's going to get me to sit down and watch 3, 5, 7, 9 hours of wrestling TV or more a week.
Yeah.
When I only have just about that in free time during the week. Yeah, if that during the week.
Yeah.
They want me to fucking cramp. So I'm only going to watch the stuff that is making me want to continue to watch weekly. Because I don't think the matches are it. I don't think they're it. Give me the fucking personalities. Yeah. Give me that guy. Give me him. Give me him for a half-hour segment every fucking week. I will watch it. Every fucking week.
You're not alone.
No, I know. That's the type of shit I want. Is he good in the ring? Yeah. Is he going to blow you away? Fuck no. But guess what? He talked me there, and I know that there's going to be something that's going on. I'm invested in him, and he's with The Miz. I'm invested in The Miz because I love The Miz. When he's able to talk, another one. I don't give a flying fuck what The Miz does. He does. He's Cena, but he doesn't have the fucking label.
Yeah.
He's 5 moves.
Yeah.
5 moves of doom. Of awesomeness. 5 moves of awesomeness.
Awesomeness.
Yeah. Fucking that's the like I don't care, but he got me to watch him, and I know there's gonna be something if they continue to run Miz on the storyline angle. I know it's gonna be interesting still because he talked me, like he got me invested into his character. That's it. Like the wrestling right now is just I don't care about it. Like I don't care if like it's a like if you were to text me and be like, did you check out that match? Be like, no, because I don't.
Yeah.
If I miss it, I'm not missing anything really. Like, especially if it's on TV, it's not like I'm missing like, oh my god, I can't believe it moment. You're just missing a good match. But if you said, did you catch that fucking LA Knight promo with the Miz? Fuck yeah, I did. Yeah. Did you catch fucking if KO's out there cutting a promo? Fuck yeah, I did. Cody's out there? Fuck yeah, I did. And that was a different tone altogether.
Yeah, it was.
But and on the other side, if it's MJF, I will say, yes, I caught it because I am invested in him. But there's not many others in that company. There's many others and WWE keeps growing. I just told you about Grayson Waller. I'm gonna start checking out more of his shit. AEW just doesn't have it for me. They don't have enough. We could beat this till it's fucking.
Yeah, but so
they don't have enough TV time, and they have too much people.
That's what I'm saying. With, do you think? But across the board, do you think that's the reason behind women's wrestling going away, or the interest, I should say, of women's wrestling?
There's so much that they're at a point where I'm way to come back with it. They have to stand out. They have to do something to stand out. Like somebody or them as a collective
have
to do something to stand out.
Different talent.
They have to have a different technique behind it. You make people care. Right now, a lot of the people, I mean, they have flashes of it, but then the ball's dropped, and that's not necessarily their fault, but I feel like women's wrestling, it has a lot of strike while the iron's hot moments, and I feel like
not a lot of them.
Not a lot, and I think that's been like that, like strike while the iron's hot. But no, Charlotte Flair won again. Like there was times where there's women that have been like, "Fuck, just fucking do it." Like, I'll give you Ruby Soho. Like I thought, like she would be.
I thought it was a monster. I thought when she signed with AEW, I thought, holy shit.
I thought it was
game changer for that division.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
That's like talent right there. That's a lot of talent. I thought, and she left a situation where she wasn't being treated like as a top. And in AEW, she should have been. I think that would have helped a lot.
The names that you have there, as far as women's talent, with Saraya and Ember Moon.
That was going to be another one.
Or Athena. I
thought Paige, Saraya.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be another one.
There's way too much talent there for women's wrestling to be as sour as it is.
I'll stop you after the first part of that. There's way too much talent in that company.
Yeah.
Period. There's too many people.
You've been saying that for a long time.
There's too many people. I don't know if they're just poaching or what, because they got a big checkbook, but I know you got the second show. It's all well and good, but I still feel like they're dropping it somewhere. Like you have to. You need more people to be invested in more people. Like you get the flash in the pan. You had the Acclaimed. It's a flash in the pan for them. They did really good numbers. They were the
most overact at one point.
Yeah,
easy. Not that they're not still being so over. But not what they were.
They weren't on that level.
Yeah.
They had that flash in the pan. They had that level, and they kind of let it fizzle. Like push your TV time to them.
Wardlow was another one.
They had it very strongly when Wardlow. Yeah, I mean you're gonna say the moment. You're gonna say the moment when he fucking cut the promo, and you were like, "Oh, well, he doesn't care about the world title."
Instantly,
that's fucking weird.
That it was instant after that.
Yeah,
from that point on, he said he was
nosedive. He said he was mid card.
Yeah,
and you're like, "Oh, okay, this is your next big thing. This is your Brock Lesnar."
Yes.
Why did he just satisfy himself with mid card?
Yeah, I don't want the world title. I want to go for that title.
I want to go for that fucking.
Who the fuck says that? No one who wants to succeed.
Not a world fucking champion.
No, not at all. Yeah.
And then his career shifted where he became mid-card.
Yeah. And rightfully so. That's what you're happy with.
Yeah.
Good for you. You make a paycheck, you do mid-card, you show up every now and then.
Yeah, but did someone write that for him? Still, you got
no, because their biggest thing is there are no writers. That they do their own writing.
Well, someone should have fucking helped him with that one. Someone should have sat back, maybe Christian.
That's always bothered me about that one part of AEW. Just that segment alone has been a big sour part for me for AEW. Because how you got a guy that over, Goldberg over, the entire crowd chanting his name, this is your guy. And he cuts a promo like that, and he had, like, look, Tony Khan's not McMahon, but I'm sure Tony Khan knows what's going on and what's going to be said, and somewhat of what's going to be said. There's no way anyone in a WW, any producer, from Kenny Dykstra to Hurricane Helms to whoever's back there, is going to say, yeah, that's a good idea. Say you don't want the world title. No one would let that fucking happen. How guys like Jerry Lynn and Dustin Rhodes and all the guys that are back there let the Paul White, Mark Henry, how any of them let that fucking go is beyond me.
I'll give you the last two. Fucking Big Show and Mark Henry.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about guys that always wanted to be at the top.
True. Yeah.
The other ones were never really at the top.
Yeah, but
Goldust lived.
Doesn't matter.
Goldust lived in that fucking.
You're talking about wrestling minds that know more about wrestling and forgot more about wrestling than we'll ever know. In Dustin Rhodes and Jerry Lynn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, the learning tree of Dusty, even though he didn't make time for Dustin, Dustin is fucking amazing when it comes to pro wrestling. He's not stupid. Neither is Jerry Lynn. Like, I don't see how that passes. But the other thing is, while we're still kind of in...
It's that new...
the new mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new young wrestler mindset. But while we're in AEW...
Happy to be here. I'm happy to be here. Why don't they just say that?
A guy that doesn't seem happy no matter what he gets. And that's CM Punk.
What happened?
So there's been stuff, and of course, rumors are rumors. So you never obviously know.
We need the drop.
Yeah, that's a real fucking throwback.
Dude, I love that drop. That was my favorite fucking drop.
You couldn't wait every show
to
just to do that segment.
I love that segment. That was a good segment.
It was.
It lasted the perfect amount of time. It was like a 10, 15-minute segment.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, it was good.
It was a good segment. We gotta get the drop back.
He apparently is kicking people out of Collision and saying they can't.
How is that even allowed?
Just say. I'm just reiterating what is out there. He sent Matt Hardy home.
Here's the thing: if fucking Tony Khan is doing this, he's the biggest idiot of them all. It's his fault.
He got in a fight with Jungle Boy, apparently, a verbal altercation with Jungle Boy.
Yes, but is this all true?
No, that's what I said. That's why I led with these are rumors. This is what's out there.
You can't like that. It can't be feasible. It can be feasible. It shouldn't be feasible.
It shouldn't. But with I'm at this point with CM Punk, is he worth what you're paying him and all the aggravation that young locker room is learning from and seeing this shit?
Here's the thing: the Punk comeback was great,
epic.
Will not deny that.
Mm-hmm.
Everything after,
everything after MJF.
Yeah,
him and MJF.
Well, yeah,
that build was phenomenal.
That was pretty much all anyone wanted to see. Now I think they want to see him against Kenny.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay,
I'm good.
I don't care.
I agree.
Here's the thing: you're not going to talk me in or out of it because I don't care.
I know, but to your point of, I don't like in the ring doesn't like it doesn't.
Yeah, but if he's not
his in ring best in the world. Man, you got a long line to stand in the back of to call yourself the best in the world.
Yeah,
CM Punk is not the best in the world.
Not anymore.
No,
he might have been at that time.
At the time, maybe, but that's not CM Punk best in the world that we were seeing. Now he has this match with Samoa Joe coming up at All In Wembley. Of course, it's gonna be good. Like
it's gonna be bloody.
Yeah, CM Punk can go. I'm not saying he's a shit wrestler,
because when he wants to, and when he's got, I guess, what he wants, he's a really good storyteller in the ring.
He is very, very.
And we already know what he can do on the mic.
Yeah,
that's what made him the best in the world. Is because he was great at doing those two things.
Yeah,
he didn't have to put on like a fucking 5-star match. But if the story was 5-star within the match, like him and Taker at fucking Mania,
Yeah.
that was great. That would have main evented. That was amazing. And that whole storyline going in, as dark as it was and as fucked up as it was, that was great fucking TV. That was, dude, everyone hated him.
Yeah.
Everybody. And he sunk his goddamn teeth into that and he fucking ran with it. So here's who passes him in his own company. MJF already does that. And he does it better right now.
Much better. Much better.
He's doing it fresher.
Yeah.
Like Punk's coming back and rehashing shit.
Although, at this point, you're looking at MJF being a babyface, a glorified babyface at this point. But when he's healed, which is 90%.
But here's the thing, though. He's always going to flip that switch, and he's always got that, and he won't say babyface more than like fucking, as long as it benefits whatever he's doing, and then he could just turn the fuck back.
Although I think Adam Cole's turning heel, honestly. With this match coming up on Sunday, I think it's Cole. They've been teasing all these little Easter eggs, and it's the one thing I've been locked in on. I haven't missed a segment. Anything they've done, I've watched every
Do you think
second.
Kyle O'Reilly comes back?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Why not?
I mean, of course he could. I mean, from what all the reports that his injuries
Still
not career-ending, but he's still pretty.
But they could
banged
be
up.
They could be false reports.
I hope so because I love Kyle O'Reilly.
What if they bring him back?
That'd be pretty cool. He needs to be back.
What if they bring back Fish too? What if they bring everyone back and they reform?
Well,
because they got Roddy.
Well, yeah, but Roddy's now with Taven and Bennett, and they're doing the consoling Roddy because he's so upset that Adam Cole is being lost to MJF, which I kind of like. Roddy showing way more personality than we've ever seen Roddy show. And they have this little trio
kind of
now.
Like Ciampa right now. The whole fucking
yeah. I mean, a little more serious than what Ciampa is doing.
I like the Ciampa's doing now. Did you see his new shirt that came out, by the way?
I already have it in my cart.
Ooh,
I
saw
put
it.
I
was like, man, I really like this one.
Yes, I already put it.
So I might. Okay.
I look right now to.
You look at the percentage.
Yes.
Right.
Last night was.
Is that the one you want, or do you want them both?
I have them.
You got them both in
my
your cart?
I do.
I kind of want the red LA Knight shirt.
I have the yellow, and I have the Ciampa are sitting in my cart. As of right now.
Okay, we'll brainstorm more later.
Yeah, on more wrestling merch.
Yes.
Which, speaking of wrestling merch, we're gonna be spending a lot of fucking money at WrestleMania.
So, how about that? I'm not gonna spend a lot there.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
That's all well and good.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna get something that shows that I was there, and I think that's where I'm gonna leave it.
Yeah, I don't think it's out around here. But yeah, I got a koozie at 35. And I was there, has the skyline on it. WrestleMania 35.
I'll do something bigger than that.
I don't know. Like I'm getting a souvenir cup, just like I got for 35.
Makes sense. It's gonna be a better cast.
Yeah, but I think I'm going like I know they're probably gonna be on sale is the KO Mania.
Oh yeah. I thought you were gonna say you're gonna buy like a chair.
No, not that big. No. But I definitely am gonna buy the KO Mania shirt, whatever it may be at that point.
It better come out.
Should be 8 because last year was 7 because him and Austin were WrestleMania 6 or KO Mania 6.
You think they run?
I'm excited.
You think they run a KO Sammy Mania? Oh my
I'm
god!
praying. I'm hoping. That's what I want. But if it's fucking night one, I'm gonna be so fucking annoyed.
Yeah,
but
we'll go right back to that.
Yeah,
I would be too.
I know
that would be really good. Honestly, they saved that for Mania. Let it be the opener of night 2.
Yeah. Yes.
So
we're so sad. We want everything to happen night 2. Yeah. Everything cool has to happen on night 2.
I hope nothing happens night 1. I hope they just wash it.
We're gonna it's rained out and we're gonna run an 8-hour WrestleMania.
Well, we did it before. We'll do it again.
We're so selfish.
Well, here's the thing. Well, if we go down to Xfinity and see some of that shit, it'll be pretty cool too.
That's the one thing. I hope they do the viewing. I can't see them not doing a viewing in.
You know where we could go to? That'll probably have it, and we could stay more local. Parks.
Yeah,
but crowd won't be as good.
Won't be a wrestling crowd. I mean, there'll be wrestling fans there, but I mean, we have a shared calendar like we used to have for the show.
Yes.
So me and Jamie have that. And
You have it blocked off.
I told her, I said, look, I already have Saturday and Sunday blocked off. I said I have Saturday at Xfinity, Sunday at the link. And I said, I'm keeping a roving one open Thursday or Friday for an indie show. Yeah, so I plan on spending a good amount on merch.
I mean, I don't know if 450 will get you, but I'll probably bring 100, see what happens.
Yeah. And the convention center, I'm back and forth on if I'm going to go to Access.
Dude, I just think it's going to be a fucking madhouse.
I think it is too.
That's my turnoff. A lot of these things, the extras.
So you taking days off of work before or after?
If I take
definitely after.
If I take anything, I already told my wife that Monday I'm probably taking off. She's
Okay.
like, "You pussy." I said, I don't care. I've never taken day off of Mania off, and it's fucking sucked. So, and especially being there, having to drive my dad home and go to Delco, and then all the way back up.
Do you think your dad can last after Mania a little bit?
Oh yeah.
Because
he's gonna be wound.
We definitely got to go to Xfinity after Mania, like night 2. Obviously, night 1 we're going, but I'm saying night 2.
That might be a tough task.
That's why I'm asking.
That's all I'm asking. Tough task. Him hanging out for a little bit, maybe. He's gonna be a little bit wound up, and he'll probably fall. He'll be like my fucking child. He'll fall asleep in the
car on the ride home.
Hit me with that last thing you got, because that's a good one.
All right, so
let's just end this discussion on a discussion. I have to sneeze so bad.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Better.
Yeah, a little bit.
So
maybe
there was a famous picture put out in 2008 with the roster in a locker room. Bless you.
Thank you.
The WWE roster in a locker room.
Yeah,
and a lot of people know what this is.
It was split originally.
Yeah.
So it was a top and a bottom. But your main players are Triple H, Shawn Michaels. You got Randy Orton sprinkled in there, Batista, Edge, Flair, Bradshaw, Big Show, Mysterio. Did I say Edge? I think I said Edge.
You said Edge.
You got like Fit Finley in there.
Umaga. MVP
in there.
So I mean, just that list right there, right? You have that roster. Well, someone has remastered.
Oh, Taker.
Oh, you didn't say Taker. Okay. And you said Big Show. Okay. Yeah. So someone remastered it, redid it, and updated it with today's roster, and put it one above the other.
Yeah, like they did with just that roster.
So on this roster, we have Brock, KO, Logan Paul, McIntyre, AJ Styles, Sheamus, Cody, Roman, Jay, Rollins, Gunther, Edge, Lashley, Austin Theory, LA Knight, Rey Mysterio. The thing is, it's what roster's more stacked. I feel like there are people left out
of this roster
that would make this an even tougher picture.
Do you even have the women in there?
No, there's not. Yeah, that's the thing. There's not even women in there. That shows how much better this roster is.
This roster is deep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that maybe a few will hit that. Well, here's the thing. If I'm going megastar power in the first roster, the old roster, Taker. I mean, I know you're going to fight me too.
Well, look, Cena, Hunter, Taker, Jericho, Michaels, Flair.
All right, so let me further this statement with that. All right, so but at that point, Flair was not.
Oh, and Orton too, by the way. And Orton's not even in this picture of this roster, which he's on. Hurt, but on. But on this one,
there's a lot of. You got Brock.
Look, you have Brock, Edge, Mysterio.
Yeah, but they cross each other out.
True.
Because actually, back then, of those two iterations, were better.
True.
So, if anything, it tilts more.
Rollins, Reigns, AJ.
Yeah, so if you want to do it like this, it's not.
Sammy's not on here.
Yeah, Sammy had a hell of a run. It was like.
We can keep going with who's not on these, and then we'll add 3: Charlotte, Bayley, Becky. putting them in. No disrespect to any other woman. I would even put Natty in there, just because of the
longevity,
the legend
and
that
the
she
legacy.
is. Yeah, like it just.
Yeah, but then you can put Ronda on there, and you're talking about star power.
Yeah.
I mean, in the ring, and
2008 wasn't a great year for women's wrestling, so that's obviously why there's no women in that.
Yeah, but if we're
original
talking
picture.
like if we're trying to add star power, you have to put Ronda in there.
I agree. Yeah.
Just the
so
fuse that she
are we
bought-
saying that the 2003 WWE roster is better than the Ruthless Aggression in its prime?
223.
Is that what it's? No,
You
I said
said
2003.
2023.
Dude, yeah, 2023 is better than prime Ruthless Aggression.
Prime. Well, no, you're missing Eddie.
True. Eddie Benoit.
Kurt.
Yeah, so
I mean,
none of them were on that. Were they all going by 08?
Maybe. You got any of the
Yeah,
parties in there?
Jeff. They don't have Matt. But Matt wasn't. In 08, it was Jeff.
Yeah.
That's when he had not either in between there is the thing with Taker where he gets put over and so Jeff was on his way to stardom at that point.
So it's not fair because the careers aren't over for 2023. And I think that's where we're thinking about a full career, an illustrious career of the lot that we named. Let's just take the tops: Taker, Michaels,
Hunter.
Triple H, and then I'll throw Cena in there because really Cena kind of teeters it.
Yeah.
I think Cena. I don't think there's.
Well, and Jericho.
Yeah, well, Jericho's a good add-on, but I'm gonna say just those four. They're almost. They could all arguably be on someone's Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
yeah,
I think
yeah, I agree.
two of them make yours. Three of those make yours alone.
Yeah, you're probably right.
You're only missing one.
Yeah.
And that's Austin for your personal Rushmore. And you have Flair.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're talking prime Flair, definitely a Rushmore candidate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this Flair still did some good stuff, but
it's hard.
I
man.
don't know.
It's hard.
As much as I really enjoy this current roster, and I think there is a shitload of talent on there, and those people that are on that list and that are in that image and that aren't on the image, like you don't have a Nakamura on there. Like they never had a Nakamura in 08.
Which real quick, he fucking killed that promo last night. The vignette.
Yeah, so that's something that now I didn't think I was like overly. I mean, Seth and Nakamura would be a great match, but again, I want something that makes me want to. And now I kind of want to see the fucking match. And now I'm like, oh shit! Of all people who talked me into a match, Shinsuke Nakamura, and you were talking about things that I don't understand. Half the shit he says I don't understand, and now I care.
Mm-hmm. That whole story. What was it? Minute and a half, 2-minute video?
Doesn't matter.
And just
it was interesting. It was a vignette.
It sucked you in. It sucked you in.
Vignettes
because
vignettes were their fucking.
He pulled a Jake Roberts.
Yeah.
He wasn't screaming. He wasn't yelling.
No.
He was softly speaking and in Japanese, obviously. But
that was
the subtitles.
That was the whole lore of it.
Oh, it was so good. It was so good. And I thought Seth, his rebuttal. I was worried because he's been doing the whole laughing and
no, but he still got Seth in there.
He pulled the anger out of him. He pulled that out of him, and
he wasn't goofy.
No,
fucking, I'm gonna wear those
so
big
good.
yellow shoes. Seth,
it's getting so much better. It just again, like you said, not thinking about it, but now seeing it, the road to WrestleMania already.
It's already pieces.
Yeah.
There's already stuff. There's already little
hints, little Easter eggs hanging out that
you could be seeing this coming up, or this could be something that leads you to something bigger and better. I mean, and it could not, but it's still interesting along the way.
Yeah.
Like you don't know what's going to happen. It's pretty fucking good. Like imagine if Nakamura beats Seth.
That's why I kind of hope the back thing is not just storyline and maybe he's stepping away because he really does have to get his back fixed. Unfortunately for him, I'm not hoping that he's hurt. Let me rephrase that. If it is true, that is a solid step for Nakamura to kind of take the reins and be like, all right, you've been held back for all this time, for a long time now. Here's the title.
That's what they did with
And
KO.
Yes. Yeah.
So Balor got hurt. And the next guy up was KO.
If it is
KO
true,
got it and ran with it.
Yeah. If it is true, then next man up, and Nakamura has to prove that he can do it. I think he did with AJ.
Yeah, I think he can.
I think he can too. And if you're doing,
but here's the thing though. Even if Seth's not hurt and it's not if Nakamura beats him, I think that's even better, because that really throws a monkey wrench into what we think is going to happen. I hope it goes a little less predictable.
Me too. Yeah, more fun. Way more.
It is more fun that way, because now you got Priest is going to cash in on fucking Seth, and now Seth doesn't have the title anymore. Now Seth's back in the chase.
Mm-hmm.
You can mix a lot of shit in there. Maybe that's a way to fucking who knows? Who knows? That would hurt my War Games.
It would
a little bit, and I really have grown fond to that whole War Games thing. But you know what? Fuck it.
In the 25 minutes you had after you said it.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
that was our show.
I think that was our show.
That was our show.
That was our show. Yeah.
We just shot the shit.
Yeah.
We took wrestling topics and we broke them down.
Yeah.
Piece by piece.
So those expecting Fallout, because we
guess what?
Kind of advertised it.
Hold on. Wait a second. This was the Fallout of Fallout.
But we didn't have a Fallout.
This was Fall. No, you should.
So how can we have a Fallout when we didn't have Fallout?
No. What you do is you put it up at Fallout, but you have it a moving image, and you cross out Fallout, and you change it to Fall Off.
I mean, it's nice to be the idea man and just be like, just do that. Just do that.
Yes, but does it work? Never. But should it? Always.
Because in my head, I'm like, how am I having this happen now? How am I making that work?
But I've given you something to do, and let's face it, it's fun for you, and for me, I wouldn't enjoy it that much. You enjoy that though, because then you send it to me. I'm like, yes, this is exactly what I was thinking. You fucking nailed it. That's exactly what when you send me shit, I'm like, yes,
I do.
This is what I fucking was thinking, and you were able to put it into.
I do get joy out of like
putting my creations into action,
and just the little idiosyncrasies that come with getting that stuff.
Well, that's what you wanted to go to school for.
Yeah, a lot. Well, I mean, look, I went to college for graphic web design, so designing all this stuff and designing everything we see.
Hats off to Larry. Hats off to Larry. Does all the fucking work for this show, and I will not be one to fucking take any false claims for this. This is his baby. I'm just here as I am a sideshow act. I am Kenny Omega.
Wow.
You are the tribal chief of the show. No, these are all compliments. I'm just a merely 5-star wrestler. The braids, the talent. This worth like 6,000 shows in. Don't people get this by now? I shouldn't have to say this.
Backhanded compliment to just compliment yourself in the end.
Like I said, has nobody listened or watched this show before? They had to have seen this coming a mile away.
You're like the baby face or the heel that's like, oh, I love being in this city. I love being in this city. And then downs the city right afterwards.
Yes. That's why I could be a fucking writer. Shit, I could go out and probably do halfway better than some of these people.
Oh, my God.
Yes. Did I invoke emotion? That my job here is fucking done, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Congratulations. We did a show.
Well, thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.
I got something better. So you can put a Fallout, but put the one where you think it's Fallout.
I was going to put the one, or I don't know how I was going to phrase it, but we said look at us like 4 or 5 different times. I was going to find a way of putting look at us in there, but that works as well. You must have said look at us like 6.
No, I know. I know exactly what, and I was trying to, as you were saying that, I was like, how the fuck do I get that in with what I just said?
I know. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. We'll figure that out. That's it.
Look at us.
That's in post.
Look at us. We're talking about post. The cereal.
Thank you for watching, listening. We hope you enjoyed, and we'll be talking to you very soon.